from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Steelers home opener. I hope you're ready. I hope you're hyped, because I know that I am. I am super hyped, son. Super hyped.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up.
Let's do this.
The New York Jets.
Let's do this.
With Charles
Excuse
Davis,
me.
I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Okay.
Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to
Keyshawn Boutte. It's a rebuilt Jets team for sure. You'll see. They got Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin.
By a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson.
And you and I
The MILF Hunter right here. I better watch out.
And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost,
Oh my.
they did win the game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
These are his numbers from last week's contest.
This Jets team is
76 yards and a touchdown.
pretty
I'm so glad you
feisty.
asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clear.
Kill that
Didn't
son of a
matter whether they were in
bitch.
gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was. It
Oh,
was
Deshaun losing to his former team. Damn, son.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Woo.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Oh my.
Wilson. This to Hines on the drop-off. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw.
Oh my.
And that's complete.
Farley.
Chris Godwin.
What the fuck are you
And they're gonna
doing?
have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it.
Brock fucking Bowers.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening
My boy
drive.
Brock is good.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdowns.
That's a song.
Over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
Hello. Welcome to the Najee Show.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Money.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, I hate you.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
No! Okay, that'll work.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 83 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
2nd and 6. Quick throw here, that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Buying time to his left. And the throw on the sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on, bro.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw here.
Ha! That'll work.
Touchdown.
That'll work.
O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as they're...
Do something real quick. Sorry, guys.
Drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. The option, they'll hand it to Moss, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Jets have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Oh,
I would
my.
think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident
Oh,
in what
my
they're presenting
God.
and continue to do so.
Thank God for good quarterbacks, huh?
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Down to the 25.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is not going to...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee
Easy
Harris,
money.
his 4th touchdown on the year.
Sorry, I was focusing on that drive.
Extra point away from tying this thing up.
Easy
The passing game that
money.
got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson shoves him away. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Damn, come on.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Gets around him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
Dude, the Jets are fucking stacked, son.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This offense is fucking good, son.
Hines. And he's in.
Damn.
Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute
Man, what a game, what a game.
of action.
Let's see here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach
Right.
will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. They'll look to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right.
God dang it.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, my.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a
Damn.
step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we have to get
no.
out of these guys.
God.
And catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Damn.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On first down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll swing this out to Moss. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now it's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll check this down to Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Yep.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
On oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good.
Damn.
This is back down to a 7-point game.
I forced that one into the tight end right there for sure. I thought he had enough break and I forced it. I should have went underneath Quez Watkins.
That clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Damn.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2nd and 5.
Excuse me.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And
Yes! Good stop right here.
Short of the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain. In trouble here.
Bless.
Back at the 8-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some
God.
space.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent.
Cannot get to this
especially if you like
motherfucker.
your defense because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8 from the shotgun. Wilson.
Yes, sir.
And the Steelers take him down.
Good shit, Elliott.
It's a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they
thank God.
4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It's a pickup of 13,
Oh, they're going for it,
still a
of
bit
course.
short, and it'll be 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They're going on 4th down. It's
Oh!
quick hitter here. It's
God!
and all the way inside the 15
Fuck.
before they drop him.
I thought Bush had
Both
it.
sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
God damn it.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A battle, son.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one drops down into
Playing good underneath coverage for sure. Cover 3.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On play action, they'll throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Julian Okwara able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he fins him, but he can't.
God damn it.
Forever, and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Damn.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now left side on the swing pass. Space to maneuver at the 40. Before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the screen pass. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake.
Ah, he dropped it.
Turned into a large game.
Are you kidding me?
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yes, sir.
On the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter.
Oh, come on.
Lead back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Wilson on first down.
Oh, yes!
It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football.
Good shit, Mink.
Up to the 38-yard line.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. On second down now, it's Harris.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a quick throw here.
Oh!
Brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Harris. And he'll be taken down.
What is it, holding? Okay, that'll work.
Yes, out come the flags.
That'll work.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mat,
Yes, sir.
you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. it short and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy.
Boom, baby. Comeback City.
They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Defense can pin the mirrors back now.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Pass complete to Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Wilson.
Why are you running away?
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Wilson to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
Money.
The Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get
Yes, sir. It's a dub.
Well, Charles,
Comeback City, baby.
That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, headed in the red zone. But boy, anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run up a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Money. Welcome to a Steelers dynasty, baby. I'm feeling good about it. Make sure you like and subscribe and check back next week. Peace out, guys.